just to jump right to the chase, this is my own example. When I eat chocolate, I lay down my own reward hierarchy, and it goes broccoli at the bottom, milk chocolate, very low down, 60%, yeah, 70%. Now you're talking 75%, add in some sea salt, maybe a little cayenne pepper, and now it's rewarding. So how does it actually work? For those of you that are mathematically inclined or just like to know that there is math behind this, there was a model developed by Rescorla and Wagner back in the 70s. This is something that we can actually embed right into these tools to measure the change in reward value. Just in the interest of time, I'm not going to go through all the details. We're going to focus on one particular aspect, which is called an error term. And what this means is, basically current reward values based on the previous reward value. If we don't pay attention, this is 0, and we just keep doing the same thing. If we pay attention, we can get a positive or a negative prediction error. That's the error term. Positive prediction means, let's use an example of somebody, let's say I like chocolate cake, and I go to a bakery. And it's a new bakery. I see some chocolate cake. It looks good. I eat that chocolate cake and it is amazing. It's the best chocolate cake I've ever had. I get a positive prediction error, meaning my brain expected it to be so rewarding, but it was better. My brain lays down this behavior that says, or this reward value says, hey, go back to this bakery and eat this cake again. If I eat the cake and it's not that good, my brain's like, I get a negative prediction error. It's not as good as expected. And so I'm less likely to go back and less motivated to go back to that bakery. So long story short, we can actually embed this right into our Eat Right Now app, where we first have people imagine eating, so either a type or an amount of food. And what that does is it's projecting the future based on past experience. It brings back the reward value from whatever we've laid down previously. And for example, and then we ask people, how much are you craving it? If they crave it more, it suggests that it's got a pretty high reward value. If they bring it up and they go, they may not have that high of a reward value. And then we have them pay attention as they eat. So they go through a mindful eating exercise, and we can take all of this together to measure how quickly they change behavior based on this change in reward value. And I'll show you a couple of studies that we just finished. These are actually in press now. These were just accepted for publication. It was a study that we did with 38 individuals, and we found that within 10 times of somebody paying attention as they mindfully ate, that reward value dropped below 0, as in below not eating. You can see the probability that they would shift their behavior from overeating or eating the junk food to not doing that. There's another study of 1,000 people in a community sample where we actually found, again, 5-10 craving tool uses not very long before it drops below 0, and we get a shift in behavior. So that's pretty remarkable in terms of seeing this mathematically. What are people reporting? Here's some examples. This person said the food is distracting. It also can create a pleasant shift for a moment inside, but then you need more food, more distractions. So this person was starting to see how the brain was functioning. The gig was up, basically. Or as this person put it, dear sneaky habit loop that says eating junk food is fun. I am on to you. I think I have one more example. This is from smoking. Somebody, same idea. Somebody said, today all the cigarettes I smoked were disgusting. So there we are. I hope that gives you a good sense for this second step, which is really to focus on how rewarding a behavior is.